for you to take a moment and imagine some of the most pristine and remote tropical islands in the world, the Midway Island Atoll. It's an idyllic paradise with palm trees, white sand, and crystal clear waters. Yet, if you were to look a little closer, you would see that even this remote paradise is being ravaged by the onslaught of global plastic pollution, with debris being washed ashore daily. Kevin O'Brien oversees marine debris removal in the region for the National Oceanographic and Atmospheric Administration. And he says that what is unique about Midway is that none of the debris that you find here originates in the area. Plastic pollution truly is a global issue that knows no borders. To make the matters worse, the plastics washed ashore are being ingested by seabirds that mistake them for food. These birds often die horrific deaths from consuming so much of these unwanted plastics. Yes, our world's obsession with plastics is becoming so problematic that only 9% of plastic is ever actually recycled. The vast majority of the rest, 79% to be exact, ends up in landfills or polluting our environment, especially waterways and oceans. According to National Geographic, these forgotten plastics have a 400-year lifespan or more before they finally degrade. And the rate at which our planet is producing plastics is only increasing, with it currently being predicted that by mid-century, or 2050, the oceans will contain more plastic than fish ton for ton. Yes, this problem is massive and global in scale, and threatens our Earth's fragile ecosystems as well as the global food chain. We are all impacted in profound ways by this issue, and it can be overwhelming, with the average person feeling like there isn't much that they can do to stop it. However, I am going to share how the changes in our individual habits and values around this issue of plastic pollution can and will help to solve this crisis and create meaningful change. Half of all plastic that is produced becomes trash within a year. Isn't it both ironic and disturbing that plastics are designed to have lifespans longer than humans, yet are typically designed to be thrown away after just one single use? We all prize convenience in our daily lives. Yet some of these choices made for the sake of convenience are not so convenient for our planet's sea life or the survival of our species for the matter. As the Plastic Health Coalition points out, plastics used in diapers, menstrual products, and other consumer goods are exposing us to hormone-disrupting toxic chemicals that can cause a host of serious medical issues such as cancer. Virtually everyone alive has plastic particles or additives in their bloodstream or feces. I find it most disturbing that the vast majority of plastic additives are never tested for safety before being released to the consumer and the environment. To make matters worse, a new study published in Environmental Science and Technology has found that once these already toxic plastics are dumped into the environment, they begin to act as sponges and absorb other toxins still. They are then eaten by wildlife and marine life, and both contaminate and threaten our food chain, as 2/3 of the world's fish stock is currently suffering from plastic ingestion, according to Ocean Crusaders. If you find these statistics both as alarming and as frustrating as I do, please don't despair, because I am about to share with you all the many ways that we can do so much more than we might initially think to solve this very complex issue and create change to promote a cleaner and safer environment as endorsed by Ocean Society. The first step is to eliminate the use of single-use plastics such as straws, utensils, cups, water bottles, and bags. You can do this by carrying a reusable water bottle, cup, straw, utensils, and tote daily. You can also choose to eat at places that use compostable bioplastics if you don't want to have to carry around reusable utensils or you have forgotten them. Recycling properly is another important step. As I previously stated, only 9% of plastic is ever recycled. So, by simply recycling properly, you are taking an important step to help improve the statistic and remove and reduce the amount of new plastics in circulation. Supporting plastic bag and straw bans and other initiatives like that in your community will also help to reduce this issue. It's also very gratifying to participate in a beach or river cleanup. Boycotting products that use microbeads is another important step. When shopping for body products like face scrubs, body washes, toothpaste, simply look at the ingredients. And if they contain ingredients such as polyethylene or polypropylene, just don't buy it. Most importantly, share this knowledge with your friends and family and encourage them to take actions to solve our global plastic pollution issue. And lastly, please think about supporting some of the many organizations that are working to solve this issue, such as the ones that I've mentioned. There are also very ambitious organizations such as Boylan Slat's Ocean Cleanup, which is attempting the largest ocean cleanup in history to eliminate the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. When enough people start demanding meaningful change to this issue, the results will be amazing. Human ingenuity created this complex issue of plastic pollution, and it will also create the solution. The more educated we become on this issue, and the more that we work to educate others, will inspire an overwhelming will to correct our mistakes and reimagine a future in which we can enjoy the conveniences of the modern world without jeopardizing the health of our planet.